Hello everyone and welcome back to the Minecraft 1.20 Let's Play. Last episode I went to the very top of the mountain and built the goat barn that's behind us. I attempted to get a goat horn and I couldn't do it, but we do still at least have our goats in here. As for today, I want to build more in the swamp. When I was building the leatherworker's shop here, I noticed that there's a lagoon type cave underneath, and that's what I want to work with today. I'm thinking that the cave would make a great home for axolotls, and my ultimate goal is to eventually breed a blue axolotl. Because that's going to take a lot of time to do, since there is such a low chance of success, the first thing I'll do is gather all of the axolotls that we've got up here in the tank, but we've only got 3 of the 4 colors, and I want to begin with all of the colors, so let's go into the lush cave to get some more. Here we are at the entrance. I'm pretty sure that the lush part is easy to get to. While I'm here and waiting for axolotls to spawn, I might as well gather some small drip leaf. And I see a yellow one. That's what I came for, so we can leave now. Back in the future axolotl lagoon, I'm going to build them a very humane little glass box. And add them in. Yeah, they're fine. I can't breed them yet though because I don't have any tropical fish. The coral reef is quite far away from my area, so to reduce the trips that I've got to make, I'm going to trade for a bunch of cod. And release them in the cove, so I can have a bunch of buckets to bring with me. I'll actually do this a few times to make sure that I've got lots. And I'm worried about the entity count over here creating lag, so I've resorted to putting fish in a barrel like this. I've also realized that today's video is involving a lot of unfortunate fish deaths. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, now I've got the buckets, and we can fly to the reef. I always have a hard time finding this place, but I think that's because it's the world's smallest coral reef. It'll still work though for collecting some tropical fish, so let's get started. And with 4 shulker boxes of fish, we can return home. I'll place one of our shulkers of fish down, and watch me do this on the first try. Oh no, I missed. And they've killed it. I'll definitely have to put them in a bigger space so that they aren't spinning around like this so quickly. No, they're escaping. Security breach. Oh god, how have I done this? Okay, we need more glass. Let's try this again. Nope, okay. And it's a pink one. And a brown one. Well, we've got our orb of axolotls here, but I do want to make their area actually pretty and put together. So let's see what we've got for spruce in here. Not a lot. Yeah, definitely not. Let's chop a couple trees. I need some slabs to make a dock, and an assortment of stairs and trapdoors. I've got half a stack of birch to use as well. I also want to use acacia wood, which I need to collect more of. Lastly here at the tree bow, I need a bit of oak. At the wool farm, I'm going to grab a stack each of light grey, pink, green, cyan, light blue, and blue wool. Next, let's do a bit of shopping and buy some bricks, dripstone, light grey terracotta, green terracotta, and grey glazed terracotta. The last thing is back over here. Inside our kelp building, I'll grab a few kelp blocks. Quickly before we start building, I'll breed the axolotls again. Not a blue one yet. Anyways, let's start by making a platform out here that makes this place more accessible. And what is this? It's weird, I don't like it. But continuing with the dock, we're doing some oak trapdoors for some grates running along here. The edges are oak slabs as usual, and we'll connect it down with stripped spruce. We've got a dock making this area look more official, but let's work on the entrance to the lagoon. I'm thinking some beams coming up to frame this in. The top I'll use stairs and slabs to add some more shape to it. And here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to use the pink materials that we gathered and build a pink rectangle up here. Add some eyes, 2 feet, and now it's an axolotl. I do want some buildings surrounding this though, so let's first clear the land on this side. I'd say that's sufficiently cleared. Now this build will be raised up a bit since it's kind of on the water. I've used spruce for the bottom, but I'm going to move up to oak for the corners here. To fill in the walls, I'll use the dripstone on the base, sort of blending into terracotta, and then light grey wool above. Oh my god, everybody stop. There's a cat that I just noticed spawned up there. Wait, watch me, I'm super prepared for this. Hello, kitty. Yes, we got him. Oh, he likes the new house, that's good. Alright, now that we've got a new cat, we're going to finish up the builds on this side. Okay, we're back, and the two buildings here are complete. This one on the far side is gray and blue, and I might keep the blue axolotl here if I eventually get one. As for the smaller one, I think what I'll do is set up a bunch of storage in here. This way I can at least keep the excess axolotls in buckets here, instead of disposing of them in, other ways. This will do for some easy storage, but now we need to improve the area that the axolotls are actually living in, starting with some prismarine bricks. I don't want this to be completely natural looking in here, so I'll have a little laboratory type station in the entrance. Let's buy some blue terracotta to use with some cyan wool in a pattern like this, ending with the blue wool. And to start the walls, I'll use light blue wool. Let's check the glass chest to see if I've got any blue glass or cyan glass. It looks like we do have some light blue blocks and panes, but we'll need more. I'm going to try to use this as a sort of modern entrance here. Hopefully it won't look too out of place in the swamp, but I just wanted to go for something a little different. To bring the color intensity down some in here, I'll create an edge of spruce. I don't want these torches to be in here forever, so let's put a couple of sea lanterns up here and surround them with prismarine slabs. Now that there's actually a ceiling, let's finish the spruce trim. I do want to keep the axolotls out of this area, so some hanging signs will work for a railing in here. However, since these are still climbable, I'll put a layer of trapdoors on top. To decorate the room, I'll start with some counters, with cabinets and bookshelves. Maybe a sink in one corner here. Now for the finer details. I'm trying to make this feel like a lab type of area, so a daylight sensor, because it's sciencey, and some candles and sea pickles to resemble science equipment. The next thing is making a more permanent place for the axolotls. I would like to have them freely swimming in the lagoon, but unfortunately that will make it too difficult to breed them with the live tropical fish, so I need something in between this enclosure and free-range living. To accomplish that, I'm using some colored glass to make a box for each of the colors. This will make it easier to see the potential blue axolotl. Okay, so it's a little chaotic, but now I can at least sort my axolotls. And with the barrels tucked in here, I can unload the tropical fish. I know it's a low chance of actually getting it, but I keep getting genuinely excited every time I breed them that it's going to be a blue axolotl. I've got the color coordinated enclosures, but I do want to make the rest of the cave look nice. If I wanted to be really funny about it, I put some tropical fish swimming about in the water outside, taunting the axolotls, but anyways, let's dig this out a bit. And to close this hole leading out into the swamp. To decorate this cave, let's gather our nature materials. I'll grab some frog lights, azaleas, glowberries, hanging roots, and pointed dripstone. Before I put anything down, I want to dig out the roof and fill it with water for the particles, but just in case we need more dripping water, I'll place some dripstone around. A few hanging roots as well. So far it's all brown though, so I'll bring in the drip leaf that I got earlier. I think this has made a great improvement to this previously depressing cave. I've bred the axolotl pairs again, but still no blue one. However, there is more space out here that I want to fill to balance out with the other side, so let's get building that. One more build added along the river here. It's got a crane made out of bamboo with this little makeshift net type thing. It has a cozy area behind underneath the bridge as well. Honestly, I was going to make a glowberry farm in here, but I don't want to add to the lag that we've got with the axolotls in the area. I do have a problem with this side though. I don't like how the bright blue wool is right next to this wall. It might look a little weird like this, but if I just place a tall bush here, it kind of hides it. I also have an idea for this spot, as it's the only place here that looks a little empty. I'll set up a little overhang with campfires to protect this from the weather. In the back, maybe a barrel with copper to look like a barrel of some kind of fish, and a trash bag next to it. Over here, I'll put in a water spigot. I also think that this dock needs a wagon somewhere. This one is carrying around wart blocks because it looks like something that would come from the sea. I've added a few more details out here to liven up the space, but I think it's time to add some fish to the cave in here. I've kept 2 fish that I thought were unique out of the whole bunch, and I'm going to release them. Hopefully they won't find their way into the mouth of death, but we'll see. The last thing I wanted to do today is make a path that leads to the new area. It's in a spot that is quite difficult to get to if you're not traveling by water. There is a way to get here through the cave, but I'm also going to use the back of the stairway to put a ladder so you can get into the dock without swimming through water. Now I'll build a bridge to start the path by actually connecting this to the mainland. We've reached the library porch where the path will end, and to be back at the main road. Now it comes all the way here to the Axolotl cave and the dockfront buildings. The area is looking great. I'll have to spend a lot of time breeding axolotls to get the blue one, and I'll keep trying, but for now, that's all the time that I've got for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.